let's just jump right into it. Today's title is Who Hurt You? Cope for Learning About a Woman's Nature. Today's title is Who Hurt You? Cope for Learning About a Woman's Nature. What you men will find is that women know the truth. This myth that women are emotional and they don't know what's going on, they're irrational, it's not true. Women are very, very, very self aware. I would say that women are more self aware than most men because men are made self aware from life. The world makes men self aware versus women have an internal self awareness because they live in so much deception and so much deceit and manipulation. So when she's out in the world, she's constantly wearing a mask, but when she goes home, she takes the mask off and she deals with herself. Most women cannot sit down and be still and deal with themselves because they know who they really are. Most women know that they are non-principled, low character, low vibrational, and honestly, women they kind of uh, look down on men because men jump through so many hoops for uh, the vagina. Now, their vagina, they're disgusted by their vagina. They're not going to tell you this. Women are disgusted by their vagina. And so, men jumping through hoops for what they're disgusted by makes them look down on men. It's understandable because a woman is saying to herself, there's no way on God's green earth I would do all of this for this. So women look at it. There's no way I would do it. Now, what women crave is the attention that the vagina brings. So, on one hand, she is disgusted by men giving her attention, but then on the other hand, it's what she feeds off of. So, it's a very delicate balance with a woman. That's why women should submit to men to have peace. You see, women should submit to men to have peace and make life less stressful, make life easier for them. Because if a woman is allowed to exist in her own devices, it should sound better now. If a woman is allowed to exist in her own devices, she ultimately lives a life of depression, chaos, destruction. Life is a lot easier when a woman submits to a good man. But women uh, look down on men because men want the vagina, and it's something women don't really value. Women only value their vagina if they do because men value it. Otherwise, they don't value it, and even then, they don't value their vagina. They just use their vagina as leverage. If you take sex off the table, if you take away sex, most women will have nothing to offer. If you say we're not sleeping together, we're just going to talk and get to know each other, most women have nothing to offer. What a woman can offer, though, to a man is to value what he values. See, for women, for you all, it's easy to be a helpmate to a man. It's not difficult for you to become a wife. All you have to do is value what that man values. You have to put that man first. Jaheim had a song, Put That Woman First. Have you seen Jaheim lately? He looks fried. Jaheim had a song, You Better Put That Woman First. If you've seen Jaheim lately, he looks fried. So I'm just telling you all that if a woman puts a man first, he will literally give her the world. But most women, you know, don't want to do it because they have other options and they've been tricked by Satan to believe that there's an alternative way to doing this thing, and it's not. But I want to talk about, you know, the who hurt you, the who hurt you comment. And the who hurt you comes from women realizing that men are waking up. Now, most women are narcissists. And the one way you can see that a woman is a narcissist is to look at her self-awareness. So women are self-aware when they're by themselves, but they aren't very self-aware in public. So in other words, a woman is designed to where if she's around stimuli where she's getting attention, fun, no cares, carefree, all that stuff, she's not going to be self-aware. So like men can have fun and still be self-aware. Women get lost in the moment. They get lost in the fun. So women become self-aware in solitude. That's what I should have said earlier. Women become self-aware in solitude, whereas men are self-aware in solitude and out. Men have to be self-aware for survival reasons. But when women are out, they are very lost in the moment. And so women have, for the past, I don't know, 10 years, been on social media basically telling men how horrible they are. And so men pay attention. But women, again, because they're on podcasts and they're on stages and they have a microphone and they have fans and followers, they get lost in the moment. But they're not very self-aware in those moments. And so what women don't realize is that men have been taking notes, men have been adjusting, men have been adapting, men have been evolving and learning because men are forced to do these things if they want to have access to women. Women don't have to evolve or adjust, but the problem is that women are put all their business out there. So what a man normally would discover during marriage or what he would discover after 10 years of marriage, what a man normally would discover in a relationship with a woman, he now knows up front. This is what making dating so difficult, is that men can see this stuff up front. So it's almost like the devil telling you, I'm going to ruin your life, but listen to me anyway. It's a hard sales pitch. And so now women have told the world how they really are. And now men are like, okay, well, if you are like this, we got to adjust and pivot and maneuver and do all these things to get around it. And so women don't like it. We don't even realize what they did. That's why I tell women all the time, it's best that you all be quiet. It's best the less you talk, the better. Because the more you talk as a woman, the more the man's going to pick you apart. And it's going to be easy because, again, in the moment, you are not self-aware. And that is a key component, which is what I was saying earlier. That was a key component in narcissism. Most narcissists are not self-aware, which means that most narcissists are stupid. They're dumb. Narcissists are mentally lazy. Most narcissists believe that what they're doing is going to work on the entire planet. They believe that their tactics are going to work because they believe that most people are stupid. This is the same with women. Most women believe that most men are dumb because most men want sex. Women don't value sex like men do. They just don't. Women use sex more as a tool, but men actually need sex as a biological function. Women more so need non-sexual affection and attention. And then a byproduct of that is sex. Women need protection and provision, and a byproduct of that is sex. So a woman's core needs are not sex, but the byproducts of her core needs are sex. A man's core needs is sex, but a byproduct of that is loyalty from the woman, help from the woman, nurturing, a mother for his children, etc. American Man said, look at young Pharaoh after screaming black woman is God after years. It's true. He walking around now with fingernails. Someone told me to add that clip, but I didn't add it. But yeah, you see, once a man pedestalizes a woman, puts a woman on a pedestal, he's already doing the will of Satan. This is what Satan wants. Hold on a second. I got to get my microphone back up. Hold on. What? It didn't work? Sorry about that. It didn't work, you all. Here we go. I had all my videos queued up and everything. I erased all of them. All right, let me go to this first video.
from the vagina, or you will get yourself into some serious trouble. You could get gonorrhea, syphilis, genital warts, again in your case, sir. No, not you. You look quite clean. And you could make a woman pregnant. Believe me, the sexy ladies that walk around here don't look so sexy when they're having the baby that you never actually wanted because you fell into the vagina trap. Don't fall for it. It is not worth it. It's very tempting. That's why it's designed like that, to tempt you and trick you into reproducing. Just like our fathers were tricked into reproducing. We are all here because somebody fell for the vagina trap.
Now, many people might say that what he's saying is extreme. But what he's saying is that this is what happens when men lust after women. You're at the woman's mercy. And this is why most men are at a woman's mercy, because he wants the vagina. This is most men. I don't care what the race is, socioeconomic background, doesn't matter. Country, most men are at the mercy of the woman because he wants the vagina. So he's already coming to the relationship or whatever it is in the losing position because he wants something that she has and that she has full control over. So if a man makes that his focus, he's toast. So this guy talking about the vagina as a trap, and essentially it is when it's made a priority. And this is what he's saying. When you make it a priority, when you chase it, when you make it your focus, this is what happens to you. You're going to get trapped. And he's right, it is a trap. You know, one of Satan's greatest weapons is, you know, women. You know, that one guy had that one joke. He said, the devil took everything from Job but his wife. And that's very telling because Satan knew his wife's going to work for me. And I don't think that women, because they haven't had to, women have not studied their nature. They have not studied their, like most women have a very pessimistic view of life. I'm talking to a young lady, me and my boy talking to a girl I know, and he was like, so what's the solution? What's the answer? And she said, she got frustrated and said, there is no answer. That's most women. Most women walk around every day through life saying, there's no solution, there's no answer. I'm in a lose-lose situation. They say, damn if I do, damn if I don't. That is how women live life. Very pessimistic, the glass being half empty. This is how most women walk around through life. And so they already have a pessimistic view of life. So that means every situation is approached with the same lens. It is. This is why you get so many women. This is why there's way more women that are into witchcraft and sorcery than men. Think about that. There's way more women that are into witchcraft and sorcery than men. Why is that? There's way more women into voodoo, casting spells than men. Why is that? Way more women into astrology, horoscopes. Why? Because women don't see life where there's a solution. This is why if there's no solution in life, then anything can go. Understand what I'm saying? At the core of a woman, she doesn't believe there is an answer. There is a solution. So everything is a solution. Because what she dreads is her life actually really being about a man. That's the realization that women run from their entire life. That I'm here for a man. That thought process is what women fight against every single day. That my existence is a man. Eve, my existence is Adam. So when the devil tells her that she can be like God, of course she's going to jump at the chance. Because up until then, her existence was him. This is what women fight against. They constantly fight against it. Frito said, trying to change the rules. Exactly. The untold truth, the truth unfolded said, I've noticed there's a big uptick in practice of witchery for women, especially in their mid-30s. Yeah, because in their mid-30s, they're approaching the wall. See, the closer women get to not being able to have children, the more sober they get, but also the more desperate. So imagine desperation and sobriety at the same time. That is a very volatile combination. That's what most women, the closer they get to not being able to have children, the more sober they get, but also the more desperate they get. Because up until that point, their entire life is, even though they don't want it to be about a man, their entire life is attention from a man. Even a lesbian wants attention from a woman acting like a man. Even a lesbian wants attention from a woman acting like a man. Women cannot escape their fate, and their fate is a man. Now, I said before, when you meet a woman when she's young, that's when you have the most fun with her, because she isn't thinking about marriage too much. She's thinking about having fun, living her life. The closer, when she's ready to have a child and get married, she will make a deal with the devil. Women are at their worst when they want to have a child, when they want to get married. They're at their worst because at that moment, they will lie, cheat, steal. They will do anything to achieve that goal. They will literally make a deal with the devil. And then when women are past their childbearing years, that's when you get the best version of the woman. She's usually older. She's usually more mature. She's more understanding, more realistic. She's not as selfish. That's when you get the best version of the woman. But guess what? She's older now. So these are the stages of a woman. So I'm just giving it to you. Dave Lee said women have scorched earth policy. They do, because they don't believe in a solution. So if all else fails, just push the button and nuke the whole planet. That's how women are. If all else fails, destroy it. I remember my ex, she told me, I said she wanted to move back to California, and I was like, we can't go back to California because California is going to be communist, and it's going to be bad. They're going to try to mandate these shots, and just all this is going to be just horrific. It's just bad. It's just all these socialist policies. I said, people are going to die. So a lot of folks going to die in California. This girl said, so are you going to let me go to California and die alone? She literally said, are you going to let me go to California and die alone? So death was not a deterrent for her. That's what I'm telling you. Like, death wasn't a deterrent. You tell most guys you go to, you're going to die, most guys won't go. But women, they'll be like, well, how will I die? What kind of death will it be? Will I have fun before I die? Like, that's how women think. Death is not a deterrent for women because they're already living a life where there's no solution. It's a lose-lose. The glass is half empty. So women are already on the verge of suicide anyway. So my ex was like, are you going to let me go to California and die alone? Meant that she didn't even mind me dying. She just didn't want to die alone. She wanted to die hugged up somewhere in a bunker as bombs are going on. Like it's crazy. And this is most women. It ain't just my ex, it's most women. Most women are like that. There's no solution. So most women live a very unprincipled life because they have an unprincipled view of the world. Most women live a very unprincipled, immoral life because that's how they see the world. They don't see the world as being good. They actually see the world as me being cursed. God cursed me.
Those clear things you can do in this world, my guy. Let a woman do what she wants to do. Don't come into the situation trying to tell her what to do. Let her do what she wants to do. When you let her do what she wants to do, you're going to see what she'd rather do. And that's going to tell you what you need to do.
Listen to what he just said.
One of the most player things you can do in this world, my guy, let a woman do what she wants to do. Don't come into the situation trying to tell her what to do. Let her do what she wants to do. When you let her do what she wants to do, you're going to see what she'd rather do. And that's going to tell you what you need to do.
Now, this young man gave you all some great game because women know right from wrong. Women know what to do. So if you realize that women are doing what they're doing on purpose, then you will actually have peace of mind. So what he said was, just let her do what she wants to do, and you will see what she wants to do. So a woman engaging in bad behavior, she's doing it because she wants to engage in bad behavior, not because she doesn't know. She knows. In my last relationship, the woman I was dealing with, she often engaged in bad behavior all the time. She knew it was wrong. She did it on purpose. But the goal is to get you to accept it. That's the goal. And so I tell most men, you don't have to do all this stuff with women. Just walk away. Like, you don't have to, because they already know right from wrong. So what you're telling them, she already knows. Like, think about it. As a man, what are you going to tell a woman that's the right thing to do that she doesn't already know? She knows the right thing to do. She's purposefully doing the wrong thing to test you. This is why I say the best thing a man can do, what speaks volumes, what women actually understand, is you walking away, because you walking away affirms the actual hierarchy in the situation. The man is here and she is here. Words won't do it. Actions will. If men just walked away, women will understand immediately, because she knows why you walked away. She knows why you walked away. They think they're cursed being here. CJ, this is 1,000% correct. This is how women view their existence, that God cursed them. Most little girls are upset that they can't pee standing up. Most little girls get upset because they cannot pee standing up. Little girls see boys pee and they try to pee standing. It's called, that's the real penis envy. The real penis envy is something simple as being able to pee standing up. Pee, zip your pants up and keep going about your business. So it starts from a young age. So women don't look at their vagina as a blessing from God. They don't. And CJ hit it right on the head. He said that they think they're being cursed. What you mean I can't pee standing up? Why does he get to pee standing up and I can't? Why I gotta sit down, squat, wipe, do all this stuff? He gets to just pee and keep moving. And then he says their periods are a curse. Again, I keep telling y'all, they don't value their vagina. They actually hate their vagina. Matter of fact, they hate their vagina, and they hate the fact that men want them for their vagina. Think about it. Think about a woman saying, I'm me, but he only wants this. Most women separate themselves from their vagina. They do. Most women separate themselves from their, this is how you get them engaging in so many depraved activities, because they don't actually associate their vagina with them. They associate their vagina with a curse and what men want, not who they are. So they separate it. So they say, I'm going to use this vagina to get everything I can from a man. Haven't you been told, Blanche, Sigmund Freud is outdated? Disturbing thing is that Freud's theories are more true now than ever before, post all the mass media mayhem. It's true. Can y'all check out Nicodemus? Listen, I went to Nicodemus's page, His YouTube page is awesome, man. I didn't know your page was like that. And I don't even know how I came across your page, man. I went to your page and I was like, oh, snap. Great content, man. Great content. Chris said feminism did them dirty by the time they realized that it's too late for them. It's true. And I'm going to say this. Feminism didn't do them dirty. They saw feminism as a way to one-up men. So the draw in for feminism was them saying, okay, now we can get over. Now we can be on top. That's what they saw feminism as. So they didn't really get tricked because the intentions behind why they even wanted feminism was wrong from the jump. They wanted to use feminism to usurp a man's power because they wanted to call the shots. And you notice when women have all the freedom, what's the first thing they do is sleep with men. Think about that. Think about when women get all this freedom and all these rights, the first thing they want to do is let men run through them. Ain't that crazy? Even in their liberation, even in their freedom, the first thing they want to do is get ran through. And it's just insane. Look at this video. In a music festival in Portugal, there are no white men, only white liberal women. Now, why do you think these white liberal women are at this event with no white liberal men? What is their ultimate goal here? Their ultimate goal is to get ran through. Music festival in Portugal, no liberal white men, but the white liberal women are there. And they're there to be free and get ran through. You see, multiculturalism and all this race mixing stuff, its roots actually, in my opinion, it's not just an attack on Western culture and society or white people at large. It's also rooted in feminism. Because women are being told that them not dealing with white men is freedom. Them going and sleep with men of other races is freedom. It's rebellion against patriarchy. It's rebellion against Western culture and society. It's rebellion against white men, straight white men. So the roots of it for women is rebellion, is I can be free, is I can go and give my body to a whole bunch of men that I believe white men hate. So even the foundation of multiculturalism still boils down to male and female relationships. And it's white women saying, I'm going to get back at God, essentially, because God put me on this planet and I'm subject to what these white straight men want. And I'm going to rebel by going after what I believe that the straight white man hates, and that is men of other races. And the cherry on top is to get with black men, because I believe that most white men are envious of the black man's penis. But this is how women think, though. And so this music festival in Portugal is par for the course. These white women are going to rebel against the patriarchy, going to rebel against straight white men, going to rebel against Western culture and society, going to rebel against religion, going to rebel against God by sleeping with a whole bunch of men that are not white. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Women that go outside of their race are very sexually active. What am I saying? So when you deal with women that are not, okay, how can I say this? When men of other races deal with white women, those white women are not trying to save themselves for marriage. Those white women are not having discretion in the bedroom. Those white women give it up very quick, very fast, without a care in the world. Is what most women that date interracially are very promiscuous. So the first date, sleeping with a man is not white, is normal. It's just normal. I'm just telling y'all. Going from guy to guy that's not white, sleeping with them is normal. So that's why I always make the comment, I won't date a white woman unless she's racist. Because if she's racist, at least I know she ain't getting ran through, or she has a less likelihood of being ran through by someone that is quote unquote not white. Yeah, man, you can put your channel in the chat. Yeah. Listen, y'all, put your channel in the chat. Y'all can do that. Yeah, I'll put your channel up here. Write it in. I'll put it up here. You can put your channel in here. Listen, y'all, I want everybody to win. So if you want to share your channel on here, type in the chat and I'll put it up. That goes to everybody. Let me see if this guy has right here. Hold on, what is this?
Women are so power hungry, and now.
And we already saw that. Okay, I'm gonna play this one.
To one thing more than anything else. This is more than your looks, this is more than your wallet, this is more than your car, this is more than your status. Well, this is your status, technically. But more than your status, it's about her, too. It's about how she looks at you. It all really comes down to this one thing. This one thing is the reason why brokies can pull and keep bad bitches. Why bums and fat asses can pull and keep bad bitches. There's just one thing. It activates this drive in her mind that nothing else can activate. And beyond just giving her this genuine burning desire for you, it activates this motivation in her to chase you and to stay with you without
CJ sparring matches. His show is Turn On the AC Podcast. So you all make sure to check out his show, Turn On the AC Podcast. I'm gonna write it down myself. Where's my notepad? Oh shoot. Turn On the AC Podcast. I'm just gonna write it down real quick. I'm gonna start the video over.
Women are attracted to one thing more than anything else. This is more than your looks, this is more than your wallet, this is more than your car, this is more than your status. Well, this is your status, technically. But more than your status, it's about her, too. It's about how she looks at you. It all really comes down to this one thing. This one thing is the reason why brokies can pull and keep bad bitches. Why bums and fat asses can pull and keep bad bitches. There's just one thing. It activates this drive in her mind that nothing else can activate. And beyond just giving her this genuine burning desire for you, it activates this motivation in her to chase you and to stay with you. Without it, she will not feel fulfilled in her role as your girlfriend. Without this one thing, I would be very, very careful about entering a marriage. You need this throughout the entire marriage, and that is other women attracted to you. That's it. Visibly, the only caveat is that this can be completely nullified if you go all the way weak for this bitch and she doesn't even think that you have it in you to leave her for another woman. Oh, you fucked up. Other women attracted to you and the willingness to walk away, that is your integrity. Your loyalty means nothing if you have no options.
And so what he's saying is true, because again, you have to understand how women see themselves. They don't. So men have been lied to, and I understand, because it's very difficult, because men, we've been lied to since birth. Women don't believe they're wonderful. They don't believe they're great. They don't believe they're special. So you treating them like that, honestly, it rubs them the wrong way. This is why she has to be in constant chase mode, constant seeking approval mode, and she has to know that you have other options and that you'll walk away. The woman has to know this. The woman has to know that you will leave and that you'll walk away. I'm just, in my lifetime, I have never gone back to an ex ever. Like, I've never even reached out. Like I've never, like once I'm done, I'm like, I don't even, they have to reach out to me. I'll never reach out to them. They got to call me, contact me, say something to me. I'll never talk to them again. And they'll say, well, who hurt you? It ain't about being hurt. It's just about, that's just my standard. If you decided to leave or if I decided to stop dealing with you, it's a reason. And so you have to come back and you got to be very convincing. It's not going to work, but you got to try to come back and be very convincing, you know, and I've gone back in the past, but it ain't never worked out. And the second time around, I wasn't invested, you know, even if you do all spend the block, you ain't going to be as serious. You know, you spin the block first time, you got the Draco, you hanging out the window, you trying to hit everything. Spin the block the second time, you got the Draco, you just kind of shooting sporadically. Spin the block the third time, you got a Glock, extended clip, you just hitting it, you know. Spin the block the fourth time, you just throwing rocks out the window. You just throwing rocks. So when you spin the block, it ain't never serious. It ain't never serious. But she has to know that you will walk away, and she has to know that you have options. It's how women are wired. So I'll tell any man, I'm not saying you got to cheat. Keep your options open, if that makes sense, or at least let her believe that. You know, she has to know that. It just is what it is. Matter of fact, in my most miserable relationship, I'll be honest with you all, when I was the most miserable was when I was faithful. When I was faithful in a relationship, I was miserable. Oh, it was horrible. And it wasn't even about, what's crazy is it wasn't even about like cheating. I don't know, man, I was miserable. It just went against everything. Oh, it was horrible. I'm just being honest. It was miserable. I was miserable. But CJ said they make you get rid of your options so you don't have any. That's how my girl got me, Blanche. Listen. The same way a woman has guys in the friend zone, the same way they have all that, you should have the same thing. I'm just be honest with you. I'm just telling you. Because what they're going to do is you're going to sit there, get rid of all your options. Meanwhile, she has options every day. It's just an insane position to be in. And I'm not saying you got to cheat. I'm not saying you got to be a whoremonger. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that if a woman believes that you don't have any options, if she believes that you can't walk away, if she believes that you have placed her above you, she is going to destroy you. And it's just that simple. She's going to destroy you. She's not going to have mercy. She's not going to be nice. She won't take it easy. She won't be understanding. She's going to destroy you. When you see a herd of animals and one of the animals is weak, they all get together and said, we're going to get rid of him on the next run. You know what they do? When the predators show up, they say, this time we're all going left. The weak one thinks they're all going right. So you ever watch them chasing a herd, there's always one that doesn't know the play. Just go watch the nature shows. Go watch them. And you'll see the herd. They'll start zigzagging and the one won't know. And he'll zigzag and he'll be stuck there. And that's the one they go after. It's crazy because the herds and the predators have an understanding. The predators know, okay, they're going to run this play for that one right there. We're going to get that one. They already know. It's already unspoken, understood. That's how women are. Their job is to destroy weak men. That's there. So Eve, she wanted to be God to destroy Adam. So as a man, you must understand it is in her nature to destroy weak men, but it's also in her nature to submit to strong men. So a man should spend most of his life being strong. So your loyalty doesn't mean anything, fellas, unless you have options. Unless you have, here goes an example of how much women lie right here. Watch this.
How do you guys feel about like somebody not liking themselves so they want to be like somebody else? So for example, this black woman right here, she basically says she wears wigs that look like white women's hair because she doesn't like her own hair. Why do you think that she would say something like that?
I think that like depends to the individual, and we can't judge somebody else because we've never been in their shoes. So we don't know what it's like to be, for example, I have no idea what it's like to be a black woman with a certain kind of hair, and every day I hear certain comments or your hair looks messy or things like that, or what it's like to do your hair care routine every single day. So we can't judge people because we've never lived in their shoes.
And also like things like societal expectation also plays like a big role in that.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, since like we've been born, we like have seen that like straight hair is like the norm, but we haven't seen appreciation for like coils or curls or tighter curls or different kinds or afros. So I don't think that we can judge her because she wants to wear wigs. I think we need to take a look at like the societal standards that were put in place in the first place that made her feel like her hair was beautiful.
This is why you don't listen to women, because they lie. This is why you don't listen to women, because they lie. They lie. A woman's first instinct is to lie, is to be this. That's her. How's your day going today? Her first instinct in her is to lie. She has to train herself to not lie. Woman has to go through exhausting measures, do exhausting work to not be this way. They got to spend time with God in that Bible. If they don't, a woman she will never be honest. She will be manipulative. Women want to say what they believe is the right thing to say, i.e., women are narcissists. They want to say something that makes them look good. They don't care about truth or facts. They want to say what makes them look good. So when they're speaking, they're thinking, what makes me look the best? Okay, I'll say this. They lie. They just lie. These same black women are telling white women, these same liberal white women, that our hair is the best. But because our hair is the best, we want to cover it up with hair that resembles yours. They know it's insane. They know it's ridiculous. They know it's a lie. But they'll get in front of this camera and lie because they want to come off as being good people. When in actuality, these women are horrible. Because if they'll lie to a stranger with a microphone on a fork, what are they doing to the men in their lives? They're terrorizing them. It's a cold game, y'all. It's a cold game, y'all. It's a cold game.
There's simply more white chicks in the gym than there are black chicks, Mexican chicks, or Asian chicks in the gym. The new client asked me, Ron, why are there so many interracial couples in the gym? I told us because fitness is an identity, and your fitness identity is oftentimes going to supersede your racial identity. You are serious about cardio, strength training, and your meal plan. It's your actual lifestyle. So it's easier to fall in love with someone who's in the same shared lifestyle as you. Also, when you're in the gym, the idea of beauty is completely different. It's not the same as it is in the actual world. In the fitness world, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever it is, you see beauty in one another's physique and lifestyle. That's not the same as it is in the streets. So you commonly end up dating someone who you see the most. There happens to be more white women in the gym than any other race in the gym. So commonly here, a lot of the different races are dating white women. Am I missing something? If I am, let me know. Comment section below.
So in the fitness world, in the working out world, in that world, there's a level of appreciation because you know what it took. Somebody put carnal in here, but it's not really, it's carnal, but not really to the highest degree. So a guy looking at a chick with a fat butt walking by at a restaurant is not the same as a chick that's going to the gym, sculpting her body, and him looking at her. It's a different kind of appreciation because you know that she understands that life is about what you put in, you get out. Women in the gym that work out, they're not disillusioned by things that most women are, meaning that a woman in the gym knows I have to do this to get these results. You see, the gym is the ultimate equalizer. It is the level playing field. You can't go in there and fake. You can't go in there and pretend because you see people that aren't pretending. You see people that are pretending, and it's a huge difference. It's a night and day difference. So you can't play in the gym. You can't fake it. And so the gym, for a woman to even step into the gym, she's already stepping into a world that doesn't cater to her. The gym doesn't cater to her. Now, there may be men in the gym that want to sleep with her, but the gym itself doesn't cater to her. So if she wants results, she's going to have to work. This is something that I believe is very beneficial when dealing with women because this breaks down their psyche. This breaks down some of the entitlement. This breaks it down because she knows I have to put the work in to get the results. And she knows that a man looks at her differently when she's actually training and working out versus her just having a nice body. They know the difference. And so I've noticed in the gym over this past year that I used to maybe get some looks in the gym, but now I see women of all races looking at me. You say I disagree. That's all I see here in New York, BBL models having photo shoots in the gym, especially Planet Fitness. Yeah. So Planet Fitness isn't really a real gym. Planet Fitness is created for folks that don't really work out. Planet Fitness is like is like socialism for gyms. It's like Planet Fitness is woke. So like if I could take you to like a real gym where people actually really work out, where there's competition for physique, you'll see what I mean. It's a whole different level than Planet Fitness, LA Fitness. No, you got to go to gyms where people actually work out. So if you go to actual workout gyms, ain't that many black women ain't that many BBL chicks in there. It's a few, ain't that many. Like the gyms I go to, ain't that many in there. It's some, but when they're in the gym, they're not going during peak time. They're not going during when people actually in there working out. They ain't doing that. And the stuff they doing is all for the camera because their body reflects it. So those BBL chicks are doing that for content. They're not doing it for actual physique and bodybuilding because they're not. And again, those chicks know the chicks that are in shape. They know the difference. They're appealing to a whole different demographic of women. They're appealing to the women that don't really go to the gym, the ones that wear the waist beads, the one that got the BBLs, the one that I'm thick. That's what they're appealing to. They're not appealing to the women that actually work out at all. So, but again, what this guy is saying about attraction is if you go to the gym, oh, y'all tell Quay happy birthday. Quay said, I made 46 yesterday and now one prescription drug in my body and all natural. Amen. Happy birthday, Quay. I think I asked you, was it your birthday the other day? But y'all tell Quay happy birthday. But yeah, now to me, that's a flex. If you want to flex, you 46 all natural in shape, that's a flex. You being 22 and in shape, that ain't a flex because you're 22. What you'll find with most women is once they get older, they're not in shape no more. Their in shape years was when they was younger. We see a lot of guys will flip it. They won't be in shape and they end up being in shape. But what I'm saying is that in a gym, you appreciate a woman and a man that's in shape. It's a different appreciation. So if you're in a gym, it's a whole different culture. It's a whole different lifestyle because, like he said, it is a lifestyle match. You both value health. You both value fitness. You both value you both value the same thing. So your core identities match. So I said this before that culture has more relevancy than race, especially in America because we're already ingrained and indoctrinated with other cultures. But it makes sense for there to be more interracial couples in the gym because your lifestyles already match. Like she understands your gym priority. He already understands your gym priority. You ever try to date somebody? I've done it before. I had my last 2 relationships where they didn't go to the gym. And it's a difference. It's because they can't understand your obsession with working out. They can't understand your obsession with the gym. They can't understand it because they value stupid stuff. They value eating junk food. They value not being in shape. Like they value being lazy. Like they value comfort. So I don't know. What he said makes sense. And when it comes to black women, they don't go to the gym. Black women don't go to the black women. Okay. Most black women that go to the gym only go to the gym to say they go to the gym. That's it. They don't really work out. Black women and fitness don't match. It just doesn't. And they can say black women go to the gym. Black women go to the gym to take pictures, to play around, to sit on machines, to look in the mirror at their butt. They don't go to work out. They don't go to get better. They don't go to train. But you don't see black women leaving the gym exhausted. My legs hurt. I can't walk. I can't move. And they have black women leave the gym. Black women leave the gym on their phone, going to get a 10-piece all flat. Lemon pepper with extra ranch, fries, and a lemonade sweet tea mix. That's how black women go to the gym. Black women don't go to the gym to work out. They go to the gym to be seen, to get attention. So they walk around showing their butt, walking around, showing their camel toe. That's all they do is walking around. You see black go to the gym, black women walking around. That's all they do is walking around. Pacing the gym, trying to get looked at, trying to get chose. Weave, nails. You ain't trying to work out. Stop. I challenge anybody. Go follow a black woman that leaves a gym. I don't want you to be a stalker, but go follow her, and I guarantee she's going to get some food that's bad. Listen to me, y'all. I'm not making this stuff up. Go follow a black woman that's leaving the gym, and I guarantee she's going somewhere to get some bad food. I guarantee it. Right, Ian. They do the right thing with the wrong intent. They work out for vanity reasons, not for health or wellness. It is true. But the crazy part is they don't even really work out. They're just in the gym wearing outfits that shows their butt and their camel toe. Like they're not really even working out in the gym. This is most black women. They don't work out. They go to the gym to be seen. Matter of fact, they really go to the gym to distract you from your workout. That's how most black women go to the gym, to distract men from their workout. They go there to keep men from wanting and desiring women in there that are in shape. So black women go to the gym to distract the men from in shape women and to distract the men from their workout. Because you best believe if you get with that said black woman, all of a sudden now the gym is a problem. When you get with that black woman, all of a sudden now the gym is the problem. What are your thoughts on women who wear makeup to the gym? They're going to the gym to distract. They want attention because they're trying to compete with other women in the gym. I'm telling you right now, ladies, you are not going to be able to compete with a woman that's in shape. Not in no gym, you're not. Not in no gym. Because a guy in the gym working out, he gonna look, you might be a 10 in the face, and she might be a 6. But if she got a 10 in a gym body and you got a 4, he ain't finna pick you. He ain't finna pick you. So y'all going to the gym with your hair done and makeup on, all that mess, you only gonna get a simp. You ain't getting no real dude in there because he's never gonna put you over the chick actually getting there grinding and sweating. Ain't nothing more attractive to a man than a woman in the gym breaking her body down. Ain't nothing more attractive to a man than a woman in the gym at the point of exhaustion because she done pushed herself to the limit. That's what's attractive. You running around the gym, walking, doing this and all that, trust me. But my point is to go to this guy's video. I've noticed that I get a lot more stares and talk tos in the gym now than I did ever before in my life. I don't know, it could be because I'm working out more or because I got gray in my beard. I don't know, because I don't know, but I notice it more from all races of women. It ain't just black women, it's all races of women. And to me, it goes to the culture in the gym. Let's continue. This guy I've made fun of in the past, I want you to listen to him. What is this right here? This is a good one.
Don't fall for it. Just don't fall for it. If she tells you she loves you, it's just another expression as far as you're concerned. Don't take it to heart. Don't take it personally. Just listen and keep moving. Just hear her and keep doing what you got to do as a man in life, okay? Keep building yourself. Keep building your life unto success and fulfillment. That's it, okay? You get caught up in that concept of I love you, man, it'll take you on a journey and not so much a positive journey because you know women are emotional, so they could be up and down. So you'd be on a roller coaster with her. How many times have you heard a woman tell you she loves you if she's not feeling good about you that day? Huh? How many times have you heard a woman tell you that she loves you if she's upset with you? If she's dissatisfied? If she's uncomfortable? If she's confused? If she's hurt? If she's unhappy?
What's funny about this video is that this guy, I've got on him before for calling him weak and, being just woke and liberal, but for men, this is how men start to stop being liberal and woke and weak and simpish. It's from a woman. This guy is married. Keep in mind, this guy is married. So something has happened in his marriage to why he's speaking this way. He's fed up. Like this is like most married men won't talk like this at all. But this guy's talking like this for a reason. He's fed up. He's done. He's done. When you see men talking like this, they've seen the truth. They've seen the light. And what happens is that when a man truly sees what a woman is, what he really sees is who he really is. Because once you see the woman for who she really is, you start going back to your life and you start realizing where you made mistakes, where you weren't mature, where you should have grown. Like you start doing an evaluation of your life. That's the beauty of it. The beauty of it is, this is why I believe that God made woman. God made woman to reveal to the man who he really is. This is why you have to still love women. This is why you can't write them off, why you can't discard them, because the more you learn about her, the more you're going to learn about yourself. And so when a man realizes who women really are, then he starts to evaluate who he really is. He starts asking questions, starts getting understanding. It's a beautiful thing. This is why I'm telling, if a guy truly starts to learn a woman's nature, he's going to be happy. He's going to be, because it's going to be liberating. He's going to be free.
How many times, bro? You will very rarely, if ever, hear her tell you that she loves you in those circumstances. You see what I'm saying? So this is the roller coaster that I'm talking about. You know, you can't trust the wind is what I'm saying. Okay? You can't trust the wind. You can only trust the wind to do what the wind does, and that's come and go any direction it chooses.
Jesse Lee said, wife done red pilled him. Listen, a woman is the true red pill. There is no greater red pill content than understanding a woman's nature. Because once you understand a woman's nature, ain't no going back. Ain't no putting the toothpaste back in the tube. This guy is married and he's talking like this. So you know, whatever she did, he got a revelation. He got a revelation.
You better not get caught up in that expression, man. Do not get caught up in that word at all. As a matter of fact, don't even think about that word. Don't think about that word, because look, it's a puzzle that doesn't make any sense. It's a puzzle that never comes together. All the pieces are so irregular that they never come to form like they're supposed to. That's how it is with the woman. That's why you hear, so many of them today saying things like, oh, I left because it just wasn't serving me anymore. Are you serious? Oh, man. So what about your job? Is your job serving you? What about your job? But you're so devoted and dedicated and committed to your job, right? Even when you don't want to be there. Huh? Even when it's not fulfilling, but it's enabling you to survive, though, right? But you don't like it. You can't stand it. You're looking for another one. See, this is the type of mindset that they have. You see what I'm saying? It's not about the higher purpose or essence of relationship to them. See, they get into the relationship for themselves instead of getting into the relationship for the man. See, this, I'm telling you something right here. This is the mature way of thinking about relationship. You get into the relationship for the other person, not yourself. Okay? And the other person is supposed to get in the relationship for you, because y'all are supposed to be serving each other. Now,
see, as a man, when you select this woman, you're essentially saying, I'm going to save this one. As a man, when you are selecting a woman, you are saying, I choose to save this one. I choose to bring this one in and make her a part of this mission and a part of this purpose. I choose her as the helpmate. That's what a man essentially says. But if a man goes out there and says, I'm getting the prize, he's cooked. If a man get out there and say, I got me one, he's cooked. You have to pick that woman with a purpose in mind. Which one of these women best aligns with my purpose and my goals for my life? And which woman? It's a very pragmatic thought process. All this, I'm in love, butterflies, euphoria, and all that. No. Can this woman help me complete the mission? Can this woman assist me in fulfilling my purpose? Can this woman help me build? Those are the questions. All that, I love her, we just, no, she gonna destroy you.
Not waiting on someone to serve you. No, it's an equal give and take. Do you see what I'm saying? But they sitting down, you know, with their legs crossed and their arms folded, like they're expecting princess treatment 24/7, 365. How can something like that love you? Huh? Was your mama like that? No, your mother wasn't like that with you. She was nurturing. She was your caretaker. Huh? She made sure you were okay in all elements of life. She was selfless. Huh? She put you first, didn't she? Yeah, you were her baby, weren't you? Do you see what I'm saying, man? I'm trying to get you to see reality so that you don't get taken away by this huge current of fakeness, of nonsense, of shallowness, of disingenuine behavior. It's so easy to say, I love you, but it's so complicated, so difficult to prove it because it takes work. It takes discipline, doesn't it? Yes, because it's an activity. It's a choice. It's an exercise. And not too many people like to go to the gym, right? Not too many people like to wake up every day and go to the gym and be uncomfortable. No, they don't. Yeah, you better get that word out of your head, man. Shoot, because if you fall for it, if you're gullible, you'll fall for it and be like, you know, let me go ahead and impregnate this woman because she loves me and I love her.
She got him on the couch, sound like he about to cry. Listen, better he see the truth now and cry than get down the road and get strung up. I mean, it's never too late. You know, I'm glad he's seeing the truth. I guarantee this. I guarantee all that liberal content he was doing, all that woke content, I bet it starts to change. Because part of being liberal as a man and woke and all that, it is you ruled over by a woman. Because seeing things from a woman's perspective will have you being a liberal, woke man. But if you see the world from a man's perspective, there's no way you can be liberal and woke. It's impossible. Because you realize how life really is. And guess what? It ain't picking and choosing. You're going to get out what you put in.
No, she don't love you like you love her. I promise you that. No, we the only ones that really can love. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you fall for the I love yous and then you impregnate her. Then y'all supposed to be building a family, right? Well, guess what happens when she becomes unhappy? Oh, she'll forsake her whole family. She'll leave her whole family. She will abandon and neglect her own family.
You can tell he's going through something home because he's giving this message in bed with a blanket over him and everything. Yeah, man, because the thing is, when you come to the realization that most women are the same, like, so I think as men, a lot of men know how women are. They do, but they don't think it's all women. See, I think the biggest red pill moment is that most women, 99.9%, are the same. And I say that because there are women out there that say, I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to be a good woman. Like, it's women out there that say that, they're just rare. Even in Proverbs 31, that's a rare woman. Women love talking about Proverbs 31. Proverbs 31 is the rarest woman on the planet. That's rare. That's like less than 1%. So I understand where he's coming from because he knew some of this stuff before, but he didn't know it was all women. That's the true red pill moment for the man. You saying it's all of them? It's all of them. You are rarely going to find a woman that is a good woman. Even Proverbs 31 says, where's the virtuous woman? I can't find them. Where's that one scripture that said, 1,000 men I've seen some honorable, but a woman I've seen none? So I'm trying to tell you all is that most women just succumb to their nature because most women look at life as the glass being half empty. There's no silver lining for them. There's no rainbow. There's no pot of gold. There's no happily ever after. Why women hate the fact that men are happy. They hate it because they're like, what is he happy about? This thing is miserable. I hate being down here. I hate everything about this life. Why is this guy happy? He's happy playing a video game. I hate him. He's happy getting some shoes. I hate him. Think about what men get happy about. It's the most simplest things that men get happy about. Women can't be happy. A woman is only going to be happy submitted to a man. And that's what they dread. That's their worst nightmare. You mean to tell me my only shot at happiness is submitting to him? Oh no. They hate it. They hate it. I remember talking about when my ex-wife judging their behavior only for her to turn around and do the same things to me. Biggest lesson of my life. I think what you meant was your wife was getting on you for doing something the same. Listen, whatever a woman holds you accountable, whatever a woman holds you accountable for, she wants to do it. Whatever a woman holds you accountable for, she wants to do it. And she's probably doing it. And I know this is hard for men to realize, but don't listen to women. You can't listen to them. You can lead them. You can guide them. You can teach them. You can love them, but you can't listen to them. Because any advice that a woman is giving a man is for her benefit and her benefit only. A woman's never going to give you good advice. Never. She's not. So I'm just telling you, don't listen to them. Now, your mom might give you some good advice. My mom used to tell me all the time, don't get these girls ain't about nothing. Don't get them pregnant. My mom used to leave me condoms in my room. Don't do it. They ain't about nothing. My mom used to tell me they ain't about nothing. So that's my advice for y'all. You know, don't do it. Don't listen to them. Now, you have, again, there are some women, and I broke it down. 95% of women, if you marry them or get in a relationship with them, they are going to get worse. 2 to 5% of women, they may try to become good women. They'll put forth an effort. Will they be successful? We don't know, but they'll try. That's 2 to 5%. 1% of women are ready to be wives. The 1% woman is ready to go. You can marry her tomorrow. That's 1% though. So that means that 99% of women on the planet are more than likely going to be a miss for you. When they say hit or miss, they're going to be a miss. Ian said women are prideful. They are extremely prideful. It's true. They're prideful. They're narcissists. They are. Yeah, he talking about his wife. CJ, you're right. He's talking about his wife. Because that guy's, because matter of fact, somebody in the comments said, man, you married. So I already know, listen, the realization for a guy is realizing that women are all the same. And once you realize that, you have to pick the woman that's best suited for your purpose and your mission. It should be a very pragmatic approach to women, very objective. Which one of these women is best going to suit my purpose and my mission? And it's just that simple. I'm telling you now, most women are not going to qualify. They're just not. Most women are going to die miserable, whether they're married or not. Listen, when a woman is out in the dating market, women are so confident in the dating market because they've already factored in the simp. In the back of their mind, they're thinking, if I can't get this top guy, I'll always be able to get that guy. They already know it. So when we say women can't get married, women can get married, but the drawback is she's not going to respect him. So she's going to be miserable. So women marry these guys all the time. They're just miserable. He ain't the first choice. She doesn't respect him. I don't care if she has children with him. She don't respect him. And the moment she can get the best situation where she can leave without the judgment, she can leave with financial security. She can, when she can leave in the best possible scenario with all bases covered, she's going to do it. She's not going to stay. Heard someone say finding a good woman is like finding a Dragon Ball. It's true. Do you all realize that you got to go on a quest to find a good woman? You got to go on a quest to find a good woman. Like the never-ending story, Atreyu, you got to go on a quest. That means you might lose your horse. You might lose your friends. You might almost die. You may have to have luck from the luck dragon. Like, man, finding a good woman is a quest. It's a quest, dude. So this is why most women say I'm good. You ever met a woman say I'm not a good woman? You ever met a woman say, listen, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not good. I'm horrible. I'm terrible. They ain't gonna do it. And Chris said, I can't lower my standards anymore. CJ said they miserable when they marry the guy they do respect. That's possible too. This is why I say as a man, listen, it's your way or no way. Listen, fellas, it's your way or it's no way. I never understood why women keep the husband's last name after divorce, and even if she hated him, because it's a win-win. Think about it, you all. I can brag about having been married because she gonna flex and say I had to leave him. So she has the benefit of being married. I have his last name, but she also get to be in the streets. So it's the best of both worlds to keep the last name because the last name symbolizes that somebody chose me to marry me. So this is how women operate. This is why I tell any man, do you. If she wants to be a part of this mission, come on. But guess what? I gotta put you through some boot camp, though. She got to be put through a boot camp. She got to. She has to go through basic training. You got to put a woman through basic training. And most men ain't got the heart to do it. They ain't got the stomach to do it. They don't have the nerve to do it. You got to put the woman through boot camp. So if she ain't doing it, it's your way or no way. Anyway, listen, I love y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show today. I will see y'all soon. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And y'all have a blessed day.